Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is a gentle chair yoga practice. This week, we're focusing on the theme of kindness. So I'm going to take us through a gentle centering, and then I'm going to recite inspirational quotes on the theme of kindness. And then I'm going to weave it into a class where we're going to focus today on side body, which is really important, especially if you're sitting in a chair or if in your day you're not moving very much. It'll really help open your whole torso up and make your body feel really good and be accessible for you. So to get started, just notice how you're sitting and take a moment. Is your pelvis tilted back, or can you sit way up and engage the muscles in your back? And then once you've found that, just notice, can you engage the muscles you're sitting on? We call that Mula Bandha. It's the pelvic floor. Mula means root, Bandha means lock. So engage that, and then below the belly button, draw the belly in and get a sense of flying upward. It's called Uddiyana Bandha, and that's what it means, flying upward. At the top of the spine, draw the chin down. We call that Jalandhara Bandha, or chin lock, and it seals in the energy of the bandhas. And with the bandhas engaged, you can release the hands because you're fully supported from the inside, and just start to become aware of your breath. So as you inhale, visualize the rib cage expanding, and then as you exhale, feel the rib cage relax and come closer together. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, feel it relax. And one more breath, inhale and exhale. Taking the hands together in prayer position, we'll vibrate together with the mantra Om, and then I'll go through the quotes. Inhale. Om. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. Kindness, to me, that means compassion, gentle strength, openness, and applying that to ourselves, maybe through this practice, so that it carries over into our life and we can share that. So just notice how you're sitting, right? So maybe sit back up again, roll the shoulders up and back. Do that a few times. Roll the shoulders up and back. And then one more time, roll the shoulders up and back. And then maybe go the other way. Inhale, up and forward. Just feel that. Let everything open. And one more time. And then sitting up tall, just for a moment, see if you can gently just let your right ear fall to the right. But keep the shoulders down. You could even hold on if you wanted to. Just be gentle and up. And then let the head fall the other way. Just gentle and up. And we'll go back to the right, trying to really pull the shoulders away from your ears as you do that. And back up. And then let the ear drop. And then up. And then inhale, let's go ahead and take the hands behind the head. And then let's go ahead and let the head drop to the right. And then gently turn. And just drop your chin down and notice if you feel a stretch in the neck. And just stay there for a moment, and then start to turn, and maybe you can turn your gaze up. And then inhale and rise up. And we'll go to the other side. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, a gentle side bend. And then we're going to turn down and just draw the chin down, gentle stretch to the neck. Shoulders are away from the ears. Just notice, are you feeling some kindness, some opening? And then inhale, open, and take it to where it feels good in your body. And then rising up. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to turn to the right. And just take your left leg behind you and bend the knee. I always like to do this lunge stretch because we spend so much time sitting, and it really helps to open the hip flexors here, which if they're tight can tug on your back. So it can release the low back. So let's bend and straighten the back knee a couple times. As you bend, feel this muscle engage under your butt to help stretch these front muscles. We'll do that one more time. And really straighten. Now we'll add the arm. So reach way up. And from here, let's take a nice side bend over to the right and feel this whole side. And breathe. You could take your gaze up if you wanted to, or look straight ahead. And then inhale, rise up. And from here, lift up to go back. Up to go back. Just notice what's going on. And then inhale, rising up. Let's take this to warrior two now. So opening. Take a moment and let the shoulders draw back, taking your gaze over to the right, and then reach those arms. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Strong warrior two, turning the ribs, but keeping the hips open, really open. And breathe. Now we're going to come into Trikonasana, which is a side angle pose. So you could use your forearm here as you circle if you wanted to stay high. Some of you might be able to go down a little bit. Just go where it feels good in your body. You can gently change your gaze and reach. I'm feeling a nice line. It's a really good stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then inhale, rise up. We'll go to the other side. So coming into a lunge, the right knee is bent, and we're trying to engage these muscles right under the butt. So like you're pushing your pelvis a little forward maybe, and then you straighten. And do that a few times. So it's really stretching and strengthening, opening this up. And one more, and reach. Now we're gonna add the arms, so reach up to go back. Just notice that. And then take a side bend. Breathe. And then inhale. And we'll do the back bend now. Reach up, 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 up. And then rise up. Now we're going to turn to find warrior two. So nice and open. Take these angel arms for a moment. Keep that. And then reach from there. Nice and long, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Feel it opening as you breathe. And then we're going to come into Utthita Trikonasana, which means extended side angle. So you could circle the arm this way. You could also be here and allow your body to come in deeper to the pose and turn. Turn from the ribs. You might want to look up. That's up to you. And then we'll circle and come up. And from here, we'll come into goddess pose. So just turning out, make sure you're not tucked under, sitting way up. You could even stick the butt out a bit. And let's just keep this gentle. Just coming into prayer position, opening the knees, sitting up tall. Some of you might want to lean forward a little bit and then come back up, or just stay here, opening. And then from here, we're going to come into a nice squat. So I'm taking my feet in a little bit, and then I'm going to stick my butt out so I engage those glute muscles. There's a deep bend in my hip here because I'm sticking the butt out. You could use your hands, rise up. You want to feel you're using all these muscles. And then when you stand up, open the hip flexors and then come back down again. Maybe you could reach your arms forward, or you could always use your hands. And then we'll try it again. Stick the butt out, really reach through the butt, come up. And when you stand, make sure you stand all the way up. Last one, coming down. Feel that deep hip crease as you come down. And then feel it again as you come up, pushing back, coming all the way up. And now we're going to find our way into Trikonasana. So we're going to turn the left foot in and the right foot out. And we're going to use the chair. So inhale here. We'll reach this arm up. Exhale, take your right hand onto the chair. And just notice what's going on here. Can you turn and reach up? Here's your Trikonasana. to get a nice side angle or a side body stretch, you could drop this arm, kind of follow it with your eyes, and reach. And now there's a strong side body pose from my pinky finger out my baby toe. Reach, reach, and then we can rise up. And we'll go to the other side. Turn the right foot in, the left foot out, reaching up, putting the hand on the chair, opening up this way. So I'm really turning here and I'm feeling side body here, that's for sure. But to go a little bit deeper into that, I change the arm position. Circle and reach. And now all the way from the baby finger out my baby toe, there's this side body stretch. Breathe. And then inhale, dropping the arm, rising up. We're gonna come back down to the chair in a squat. So you could reach your arms forward, you could take your hands behind you to make sure the chair is there and sit down, and then just come to seated. And then from here, let's come into a nice glute stretch. So let your right leg come up. We'll just open the knee out to the side and do your best to sit up here. You could use your hands and really try to open the knee. So using your hands to press down here. Some of you can come forward. So go to where the stretch is serving you. And then rise up. And now we're gonna cross the legs, nice and tight. Sit way up, crossing the legs. And then from here, we're gonna take it into a twist. So just turning to the right. You can take your left hand on your right knee and pull it across as you use the left hand to turn the left ribs to the right. Now take the ribs around first, right? The shoulders, and then the head is the last thing. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll do the whole thing on the other side. So coming back around, let's take the left leg and cross it over, sitting up. Maybe you want to use your hands on the chair for support as you open that knee. Or maybe you want to come forward and breathe. Try to keep your spine long as best you can. And then now we'll cross and try to sit up really tall, breathing. And then we're going to turn. So we'll turn, take your left hand on top of your right hand on top of your left knee and sit way up. And I'm turning the right ribs to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, I'm turning the ribs, shoulders, the head goes last. Exhale. And then inhale, come back to the center. Then we'll find ourselves in seated. And we'll take this nice angel arm back bend. So I like this, you get the shoulders down, but they're not just scrunching. There's a sense of width. So inhale, lift up. Lift that sternum, lift. And just go where you want to go with this. Maybe you want to take your arms, but maybe you want to stay here. And then inhale, rise up. Now we'll finish with a forward bend. So let your legs come out in front of you. And you can scoot up to the edge of your chair and really try to get your back long as you come forward. And it doesn't matter how far you go. You could even have your feet spread out further if your hamstrings were tight. Come forward. Maybe your hands can come to the floor. And then gently release and breathe. Try to keep your legs straight. And then inhale, rising up. Forward bends are all about surrender and release. So now let's come to seated. And I always think it's really nice to finish the yoga practice in the same position you started and notice how this kindness, this openness, this compassion, gentle strength, how did it serve you? And now can you just take this into everything you do? Namaste.